The right loves to make their number one issue cancel culture. They talk about how they believe in free speech, they believe in open, honest conversation, and these stupid, petty, censorious lefties just want to shut down conversations and ban things they don't like. Well, would you look at this? Turns out that Republican politicians actually love cancel culture.
John Adams said our Constitution is fit for a moral and religious people and is wholly inadequate to the government of any other. The average American watches about 30 hours a week on broadcast TV, and of course what starts on broadcast TV winds up on other screens as well. The Federal Communications Commission is tasked with keeping obscene and indecent content off the airwaves. Well, there are some especially responsible parents who raise their children with no TV in the house at all. As a practical matter, broadcast TV affects the moral norms of the nation. I have received complaints in my office, and rightfully so, about Cardi B and the Grammys. They wonder why we are paying the FCC if they feel that this should be in living rooms across the nation. I realize that Kamala Harris has used her fame to promote this performer, but I assure the FCC that millions of Americans would view her performance as inconsistent with basic decency. Wake up, FCC, and begin to do your job. The moral decline of America is partly due to your utter complacency.
We have a pandemic. We have a depression. Or I'll be kind. At best, a recession, a giant economic downturn. We have multiple wars, stagnant wages, skyrocketing poverty, increased homelessness, a class war waged against workers by the billionaires in the top 1%, extreme corruption in our government, and what this Republican politician decides to talk about on the floor of the House is Cardi B. He's outraged at Cardi B's Grammy performance. Listen, I'm a level with you guys. Did I see Cardi B's Grammy performance? No. Do I care what's in it? No. I know who Cardi B is. I've seen music videos and heard the songs. I'm sure she was shaking her ass and it was sexual and all that stuff. I don't care. I don't care. You don't want your kids to watch it. Turn the TV off. Make sure your kids don't watch it. Punish them if they do watch it. Why would you have the government get involved and ban and censor and deplatform things you don't like? So he's actually calling for censorship, for an anti-freedom of speech approach. He's actively calling for the government to censor things that go against his personal tastes. I don't agree with your personal taste, dude. I think you're a loser and a weirdo. I don't agree with your tastes. Why should you get to determine what other adults can and cannot see? This is the exact thing they accuse lefties of with cancel culture. He's doing here. You're doing cancel culture. This is what cancel culture is. I don't like it, so nobody should be able to see it. They should ban that. They should ban that because I don't think it's good personally. It's against my taste, my subjective taste. So I want to ban that and censor it and deplatform it and not allow people to see it and punish them. That's what I want to do. You're doing the exact thing that you despise about pink-haired weirdos on college campuses. Except it's even sadder for you because you're a grown-ass man. At least the kids with the pink hair, you can argue, are going through a weird phase in their life and it's growing pains and they're just coming into their own and they're trying to develop an ideology and a worldview. You're a grown-ass man, son. You're a grown-ass man. And in the middle of a pandemic, an economic collapse, multiple wars, stagnant wages, skyrocketing poverty, increased homelessness, corruption, etc., you're out there saying, Cardi B needs to be banned from the Grammys. How dare you show that performance? What a bitch. What a little bitch. And guys, this is to remind you the original cancel culture was waged by the right. Of course it was. Are you kidding me? There's been, for the longest time, people on the right wanted to ban anything they disagree, anything that was not Christian enough, they wanted to ban. There was a jihad against rap music. You know, the whole point of the culture war was the right to be authoritarian and the left to say, hey, hands-off approach. Let people do whatever they want to do. They're not hurting anybody else. And that's where we are today. And you've seen it now with this. You saw it with the Lil Nas X thing where he released the Satan shoe and you had anti-cancel culture Republicans saying, cancel him, cancel him. They're hypocrites. They have no principles. They have zero principles. They just want to be the one to choose who gets censored and deplatformed. It's not that they're against censoring and deplatform, full stop. Deplatforming, full stop. They're not. There's a great example of it here. So, Cardi B has broken Republican brains and made them become the thing that they claim to despise the most.